Texas's Attorney General is leading a 39-state investigation into the top makers of e-cigarettes and vaping products.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced the investigation into the marketing and sales practices of Juul Labs. The inquiry will cover claims about nicotine content, product safety, and whether the company targeted underage users. Juul Labs says it plans to cooperate.
Two federal agencies found more than 5 million middle and high schoolers used e-cigarettes last year. Students, parents, and health professionals talked through the issue today during a panel discussion. KXAN's Wes Rappaport was there.
High schoolers are graduating with not only a high school diploma, but also a degree in addiction to nicotine.
Though adults led the conversation, it was the clear message of kids speaking directly to kids that seemed to strike a chord.
But I didn't listen.
Fort Worth teen Anna Carey used e-cigarettes and developed health problems, sending her to the hospital.
I was in National Honor Society, I was active in sports, I was overall a good kid, so no one would suspect me to be vaping, but I was, so don't count your kid out.
It's that message of the harm vaping could cause that they're hoping to impart on other kids.
The biggest reason I am in tobacco prevention is to see my friends and family not die from this terrible epidemic.
Their message for parents: work with your kids, not against them, to find solutions.
Being like, okay, this is how I'm going to help you, these are the solutions, not, okay, you did something wrong, just stop, because they can't just stop.
As parents on the panel pushed for schools to adopt curriculum to teach about the hazards of vaping, and medical professionals urged a focus on mental health in addition to physical, students who attended walked away with some ways to work on the epidemic in their own communities.
I heard a lot of really interesting things about the approach to handling teens dealing with nicotine addiction, to not punish them, but rather to seek help for them. And that's a program that I'm really interested in implementing at Round Rock.
Wes Rappaport, KXAN News.
Texas Senator John Cornyn introduced bipartisan legislation to address underage e-cigarette use. Cornyn says it would prevent online sales to minors by verifying ages of customers for all purchases. Texas is one of the states with the highest number of hospitalizations due to vaping. This is a map from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It shows the states with high numbers of cases. Those are in green. Texas has 250 lung injuries reported that are associated with vaping, according to the state's Department of State Health Services. As of February 4th, there have been more than 2,800 cases of lung-related injuries in the United States, in Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. 68 deaths have been confirmed in 28 states in the District of Columbia. 4 of those were in Texas.